Hey, what's up? Good morning. I just want to congratulate you. You do not have a weight problem. So we can put that out the back. No weight problem at all. What you have is you have a weight symptom, a symptom of the problem. So we don't want to ever treat the symptom if we know what the problem is and if we know how to cure the problem. What you have is you have a hormone problem. You have a hormone that tells you that you are hungry when you're not actually hungry. You have hormones that are supposed to tell you when you're full that aren't working. You have hormones that are telling your body to store fat at an enormous, drastically high rate. I'm going to give you an example. When you eat simple carbs, it spikes your insulin drastically, driving your blood sugar down, which in turn amplifies your hunger. Everybody follow me? So my issue is not a weight problem. That's a symptom of the problem. It's a hormone problem. Think about it. You go and you eat 3 pounds of Chinese food. You just, it's all you eat bar. Go back and back and back and back. 45 minutes later, you're hungry. What happens? What happens at 2 o'clock every day when you get tired? What's going on? You rested good last night. You've ate plenty today, but at 2 o'clock, you feel like you need to go to sleep. First thing you got to understand is that the medical profession practices medicine. They treat the symptoms. And that's the reason that about 3% of the people who ever go on a diet succeed, because they're treating the symptom. They're treating one symptom, weight gain, when there's all kind of symptoms that come from our hormones being out of whack, being whacked out, jacked up. So if we know the cure, if we know the problem, not the symptom, and if we know the cure, doesn't it make sense to treat the problem? If we got the cure, doesn't it make sense to treat the problem? Doctors, they practice medicine. Pharmaceutical companies make medicine, and they're getting rich treating your symptoms when God, through nutrition, 90% of the cases, 95% of the cases of illnesses can be cured completely without any medication, without ever going to the doctor, with just by following a simple diet, all natural, whole foods. And I've seen people get off blood sugar medicine in 12 days. I've seen people drop their blood sugar levels by 300 points in a month. I've seen people get off blood pressure medicine in a week. Let me tell you, I was that guy. 300 pounds, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, severe joint inflammation, cholesterol jacked up, enzymes in my liver, everything you could imagine that comes from a bad diet, I was living it. And through eating right and through using food as medicine, God led me to the knowledge to cure myself. But as long as I was going to the doctor, what was happening? The doctors are getting rich, treating symptoms. Pharmaceutical companies getting rich, treating symptoms. Because if you cure yourself, guess what? You don't need a doctor. See what I'm talking about? So let's stop. Let's concentrate not on treating the symptom of your weight. Let's concentrate on treating or curing the problem, the issue. We got the cure. What are some other symptoms of jacked up hormones? High blood pressure, heart disease, cancer. Yes, cancer is a hormone issue in most of the cases. Cholesterol issues, fatty liver, anxiety. Yeah, your system's out of whack. You're going to be anxious. Undealt with anxiety leads to what? Depression. Strokes, arthritis. And the big one, the super epidemic, pandemic, going crazy in the United States. Type 2 diabetes and pre-type 2 diabetes. So what we do at By Design Fitness and Nutrition, we treat the problem, not the symptoms. We're not trying to accomplish weight loss. We are going to get your hormones in line so the weight will come off. It is just one of the many symptoms of eating man-made, processed, genetically modified, fake food that God never intended you to eat, and your body's going crazy. All kind of symptoms saying, stop, 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 stop. And what do? We just keep going, keep going, keep going. We had to give ourselves insulin because we can't say no to Cocoa Puffs. Man, it's pretty messed up. But we got the cure. So let's talk about these 4 hormones real quick, how they work, so you understand the way we're able to have such a high success rate by design, fitness, and nutrition. Ghrelin is a hormone that's released on a schedule, telling you when it's time to eat. So if you're used to eating at 6 o'clock in the morning, at 6 o'clock in the morning, your glands are going to release the ghrelin, letting you know it's time to eat. So that's how the ghrelin works. Leptin is a hormone made by fat cells that decreases your appetite. Levels of leptin is actually a really good appetite suppressor. The thinner you are, the higher leptin you have. But however, the more you weigh and the more overweight you are, leptin becomes ineffective. Insulin, the big one. Insulin is a hormone released by the pancreas in response to the ingestion of especially simple carbohydrates. Now, if I eat some meat with some fat, I'm going to have a little insulin spike, the way that God intended me. If I eat some spinach, I'm going to have a little insulin spike. But when I begin to eat processed foods like bread and corn and potatoes, rice, sugar, one of the 56 different names for sugar, artificial sweeteners, my insulin is going to jump way up, going to drive my blood sugar way down. And when my blood sugar goes down, guess what? I'm hungry. Now my belly's full, but the hormone's telling me to eat. So you see, we got a hormone problem. A hormone problem. That's the problem. And then the last one, cortisol. Cortisol is a stress hormone. It also responds to low blood glucose concentration. What cortisol does is it will actually use your own muscle in an attempt to get the glucose to the system by what they call gluconeogenesis. Now, a lot of people think that fasting causes cortisol issues. It doesn't. And if you fast a week, yeah, it's going to cause some cortisol issues. Cortisol is the stress hormone. So listen, the way we're able to have such a high success rate, we're not worried about your weight. I know the weight's going to come off, but the weight only comes off and stays off if I treat the hormone issue. So congratulations. You don't have a weight problem. You have a weight symptom. And if you want those symptoms taken care of, reach out to us and let us show you how to cure your hormones being out of whack. Anyway, I pray that God bless you richly the only way you can be blessed, by his only born son, Jesus the Christ. No other way can a man reconcile, a man, a woman, a child can reconcile with God except through Jesus Christ. I don't care what anybody else says. That's a lie. So if you need help spiritually, we'll pray for you. Reach out to us. You want to know Jesus is your personal Savior? Reach out to me. Anyway, God bless you. Y'all have a good day.